So Caitlin Clark in college was not the strongest player in the world. Like, she was somebody that wasn't weak by any means, but we saw when it came to the WNBA that she was kind of, she wasn't able to really.
Remember when everyone doubted Caitlin Clark's strength for the WNBA? Well, those same critics are now in shock. Clark didn't just train, she dedicated herself to the grind, turning into a powerhouse on the court. Now, Aja Wilson and the Aces are searching for ways to keep up.
And we've seen a lot of things when it comes to Caitlin Clark. We've seen a lot of workout videos. We've seen her working on different parts of her game. But one thing, again, that has not gone unnoticed is how much Caitlin Clark is bulking up.
Meanwhile, what has Aja Wilson been up to? Instead of sharpening her skills, she's been sharpening her excuses. The Aces crumbled, Kelsey Plum headed to lay, and Wilson's response has been to shift blame faster than she shoots free throws. This video shows exactly why Clark's transformation has Wilson feeling the pressure before the season even begins.
That she wasnwasn't physically up to being a top guard. Not that she was too weak to be in the W, but she was too weak to be an imposing presence in the W like she was in college, because she could be physically dominated.
Remember when everyone doubted Caitlin Clark's readiness for the WNBA? Well, those same critics are backtracking fast. Her transformation has been so incredible, it's like she just joined in a light powerhouse. She's not just prepared for the league, she's about to make the league look unprepared for her.
This is how skinny she was going into her senior year. Caitlin Clark was unbelievably skinny. And that was a problem. Even to start her WNBA career, Caitlin Clark was incredibly skinny. And she was getting bullied.
Let's rewind to last season. Clark was getting pushed around on the court, taking hits from defenders like she was in a contact sport. It wasn't easy to watch. But here's where it gets interesting. Rather than complaining or making excuses, Clark took action. She hit the gym, and she didn't just show up. She put in the work.
And obviously we have seen throughout the offseason, we have seen some of the transformation. We've seen Caitlin Clark's arm.
Now, you might be wondering, how much can someone really change in one off-season? Well, get ready to be amazed. Clark didn't just add a little muscle, she completely transformed her physique. She looks stronger than ever, with defined arms, powerful legs, and a core built for battle. It's a whole new level of strength that's sure to turn heads this season.
She has gotten significantly bigger. Stephanie White has confirmed it. Stephanie White has gone out here and confirmed that Caitlin Clark has been bulking up. That she's bulked up as a player and that she's no longer
But wait, there's more. Clark didn't just get stronger. She got faster, more explosive, and even more skilled. It's like she went through a full-blown transformation montage straight out of a movie. You know those scenes where the hero trains for 30 seconds and emerges completely unstoppable? That's basically what Clark did, except in real life, with an off-season of relentless focus and zero distractions.
Realistic, in terms of from a great first year to now second year in the league where, it's not as new anymore, right? And you sort of know how the league plays, if nothing else.
Yes, she is stronger, first and foremost. And again, she's got a lot of self-awareness. And, she figured that out, right away.
Can you believe the dedication Clark has? When her coach, Stephanie White, told her she needed to get stronger to compete in the WNBA, she didn't just nod and move on. She took that feedback and used it as motivation. She attacked her off-season training with relentless intensity, and now she's in the best shape of her life, and it shows.
She's done a great job of getting in the weight room and really focusing on her areas that she needs to focus on in terms of strength, in terms of, low center of gravity, time under tension, all of those things. I think the next step.
You might be wondering, is this just about looking stronger? Not even close. Clark's transformation isn't just for show. It's about dominating on the court. Her improved speed and explosiveness are going to make her a nightmare for defenders. Imagine trying to guard someone who was already incredibly skilled. Now she's stronger, faster, and more dynamic. Good luck with that.
Stephanie White knows what she's talking about, and confirming Caitlin Clark is stronger is going to help a lot, because we saw after Olympic break when Caitlin Clark got stronger that she was posting up guards. Like, she doesn't have very many post moves, but that bang, double bang with her left shoulder into the turnaround layup floater thingies off the back.
Here's what makes Clark's transformation truly impressive. It's not just about the physical changes, it's about her mindset. While some players might get defensive or make excuses when criticized, Clark used it as fuel. She heard the doubters, the skeptics, and instead of clapping back on social media or complaining to the press, she responded with action. That mental toughness is now part of her arsenal, making her even harder to defend. Think about it. If defenders can't push her around, those aggressive full-court hand checks won't be as effective. Now, let's talk about what this means for the upcoming season. Players who thought they could overpower Clark last year are in for a rude awakening. She's not just coming back stronger, she's coming back with something to prove. Experts are already predicting she'll be an even bigger challenge for defenders next season, and honestly, that might be an understatement.
Arsenal. And it's going to make her harder to defend. It's going to make her way, way harder to defend because, like, if you can't bully her, it means that the Dijonais hand check.
In her first weeks in the WNBA, Caitlin Clark took some tough hits, but she kept getting stronger. Now, she's transformed into a powerhouse. Meanwhile, A'ja Wilson's offseason has been a different story. With the Aces losing key players, you'd expect their leader to step up, but instead, Wilson's been pointing fingers. Rather than addressing real issues, she's making the drama all about her. The big question: why are so many teammates leaving, and what's really going on in Las Vegas?
She was genuinely out there, especially in her first couple of weeks in the WNBA. Caitlin Clark was getting bullied. And she genuinely, like, she was getting bigger and bigger as the season came on, as far as, like, just like her.
The Las Vegas Aces are in chaos, and A'ja Wilson seems to be at the center of it. She's been calling out her team, and in the process, it looks like she's run them over. Meanwhile, Kelsey Plum, now with the Sparks, seems relieved to be gone, even saying, asterisk, I've never been treated so well. Asterisk, that's not just leaving, that's running away and slamming the door behind her. Fans are starting to turn on Wilson, questioning whether she's more focused on drama than winning. Even her own words suggest she lost faith early, admitting, asterisk, going into training camp, I was like, we ain't got it. Asterisk, but while she's busy pointing fingers, her former teammates are telling a different story. With key players leaving and her leadership in question, the real concern is, how much longer before the rest of the team tunes her out completely? Alicia Clark is returning to her old stomping grounds in Seattle, while Tiffany Hayes is taking her talents to the Bay Area, joining the Golden State Valkyrie. But wait, things get even more intense. Instead of focusing on the real issues facing the team, Wilson's attempts to portray herself as the victim during the offseason have sparked widespread criticism. It almost seems like she's trying to win an award for the most dramatic performance, but the only recognition she's likely to get is for alienating her teammates. Wilson claimed that the Aces didn't meet certain standards, but it's raised eyebrows, especially with players like Kelsey Plum on the team. The fans aren't just disappointed, they're outright feeling betrayed. Social media is buzzing with Aces supporters who can't believe what's happening to their team. It's like watching your favorite TV show take a strange turn, but instead of a thrilling plot twist, it's just your star player complaining nonstop. Now, let's talk about the impact of losing several key players. Alicia Clark has moved on. Kate Martin and Tiffany Hayes are now with the Valkyrie. Sydney Colson is heading to the Indiana Fever, and Kelsey Plum is also gone. That's a major shakeup. Now, let's compare how two very different approaches are shaping up for the 2025 season. On one side, you have Caitlin Clark, who took every challenge last season and came back stronger, almost like a basketball superhero. On the other, you have A'ja Wilson, who seems to be more focused on creating drama than leading a championship-caliber team. The team's future needs serious reflection. Wilson's comments suggest that improvements are necessary, and changes are inevitable to put together the best possible squad.